Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest account overview video. Before we get into the video, I want to talk about the 10k gems giveaway. Sir Ted won. I want to see some solo trapping, building a free-to-play solo trap, so I need all the experience. So congrats to Sir Ted. If you guys want to join the daily 10k gems giveaway, all you gotta do is hit that like button and be subscribed. I do these every single day, and I do videos 5 days a week, so do not miss them. If you want to join today's giveaway, just answer down below, what kind of giveaway would you like to see? Is it a solo trap? Is it a Griffin trap? Is it a what's called rally lead? Obviously I'm not giving away any mythic champs or anything like that, but what kind of account overview or what kind of account would you like to see me do a giveaway? I'm interested, and maybe I might do one for that depending on how many people say a certain thing. So anyways, this is going to be the 10k gems to Sir Ted. He asked for some steel cuffs, so he got those. So congrats to Sir Ted for winning the 10k gems giveaway. Again, if you guys want to join it, the video, be subscribed, and basically answer the question down below, and I'll pick randomly one of you. Also, if you guys have not entered the 2 million gems or $200 gift card giveaway, that is Monday's video. I will leave the link in the description down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and you'll be entered to win. Anyways, let's get into the video. Everyone, welcome back to the account overview. So we're going to go over this amazing account. This is the account that took 10 rallies without its leader. Yes, 10 rallies. If you didn't see that video, it is 2 videos ago. The video yesterday was the one explaining that the account does not get their stats when they don't have their leader, basically. So you lose your attack stats when you lose your leader. So that makes it even more amazing. If you haven't seen yesterday's video, it goes over that and explains why that is or how it is, because people are really confused. Like, oh, they're like, oh, I thought you get your attack stats if you lose your leader if you're defending. That is not true at all, and you get to go see the test yesterday. I did a max counter with Mr. Cupid. Thank you so much for that. Anyways, let's go to the account now. Let's start with the troops. The troops is something you probably want to see. It does have more troops than it did in the previous video, but we'll go over the troops anyways. So it has 18.8 million troops, about 1.8 million of tier 4, a little bit less on the range and cav. But the tier 2, it has way less on the cav, because this account will never be cav frontline unless there's a full counter and it's a single rally. Then you could go to cav frontline, but other than that, there's no real reason to be in cav, because if you're taking multiple rallies, you can't really counter them all. Unless they've timed them incorrectly and you can switch really fast. You actually get to see me doing that in one of my videos, but that's going to be coming up later. But this one, yeah, you can see it has 5.2 million tier 2 gladiators, 5.2 million tier 2 what's called sharpshooters, and then only 2.8 reptilian riders. Again, that's because they'll probably be sitting in either infantry or range for what's called rally party or multiple rallies or something like that, just because they're better front lines. Again, if you sit in cav, you can lose like 12 million troops in one rally if you get full countered. It's not a fun experience, so that's why they don't have as much. Also, their gear is set up more infantry range anyways, and you get to see their gear right after this. So yeah, so you see that's their total troops. Have a little bit of tier 1 there. I think that's just for like farming and stuff and fodder. I guess they don't have any tier 1 what's called siege or anything like that, but that's basically it. We'll take a look at the gear next. So the gear is probably the most amazing part of this account, because you saw them take 10 rallies without their gear on. But if they had their gear on, it would have been even crazier, because you get to see their gear right now. You can see amazing gear, basically full mythic, other than the 1 cup. I think they're pretty close to this. So let's see how close they are to the next cup. They are working on that. They probably about halfway there to the next cup, and then obviously you need to get more of these too, the Blazing Embers. But they have tons of gear, and I'll actually go through every single piece, because this account is amazing, because you can make the craziest fake sets because they have so many of everything. So we'll go over the main hand. So they can actually run the Skull Crusher, which is amazing because it has the 28% army attack plus the range attack. So it's actually much better than the what's called Frostwing Greatsword, if you can get this one to gold. But they can also use a Frostwing Greatsword, or they can use a gold one, or a purple one, or a blue one. So if you're trying to make a fake set on this account, you can basically switch between these. They also have other things like the Kraken Anchor at Mythic, and the what's called Saw at Mythic. Again, these are just for blasts. So if they want to go range blast, they have the Worm Rod. They have the Malicious Saw. They're usually set up for trapping, but if they want to attack, they have these options. And they can move the jewels around and stuff like that. to make it much stronger. So that's just the main hand, by the way. We'll show you the whole gear stats first, and then we'll go through all the pieces. Again, these are the this is the main stats here. It has 330 range on there, 318 what's called infantry, and then only 95% cav. Again, based on their setup, it's probably better to have more range in infantry because they don't really have very many cav troops to begin with, so it's not the worst thing ever. But they could also switch their gear pieces around if they wanted to. Again, they have 2 Mythic champ pieces in their main set. They do have a gold champ piece here as well. This is the champion light. This is also really good. You can see the cav attack is 50%, so if they wanted to change out their mitts for this, they would add 50% to their cav attack. They can also switch some other pieces out, add some more cav attack, make it more of a mix set than an infantry, what's like an even mix set other than an infantry cav set. But let's see how close they are here. Yeah, they're not really close to getting that up to Mythic. Again, these Blazing Embers are insane. I know I've never built these before, but look how many Blazing Embers you need to upgrade these things. Like 18 gold ones, just upgrade that. So we'll take a look at their other offhand pieces as well. They have they have gold winter mitts, purple and blue. So if you want to make an awesome mix set, I'll make a mix set after this just to kind of show you what you can do with it. And then they have the Eternal Codex there. Let's see what else they have. And they have blue codex as well if they want a blue one, and they have the Dragon Fist for cav set, and this one's for range, obviously, for attacking. And then yeah, that's that one. And then we'll see their offhands. They do have 2 Mythic rings for range set, but it's not really worth it when they have the cups here. So I think they might have had that before and they got the cups and changed it out. But yeah, you can see they do have champion jewels in these cups. So the champion jewel, if you don't know, gives 50% army HP. So I forgot to show you what their army HP was. I showed you their stats, but here, 217% army HP in this set, which is insanely high. That's because they have 5 gold champion jewels in their gear as well. So it's not just the attack sets. They switched out some cav jewels for champions, so you get some better HP, which is really helpful for taking rallies and reducing the damage, because those tier 5 familiars are auto damage, and the only way to reduce it is the army HP and the army defense. That's the only way to reduce those crazy what's called tier 5 hits. We're doing like 1,000,000 damage to you, a lot of people. It's going to do way less damage to them because they have way more HP and way more defense. Plus they have like infantry defense and range HP and all the infantry HP as well. But obviously, actually I haven't even showed you the stats. Let's show you the stats too. Let's take a look here. Yeah, you can see they got 541, 550. Again, this is no forts, so there's no forts up there. This is just familiars and stuff, and castle skins, giving them the base attack or boosts that are probably higher than yours, unless you have also the same thing. Again, they have 219% infantry defense, which is really good if you're sitting in infantry, because that reduces the damage taken, plus the army HP as well. Take a look at that. It's 551. I don't know if they have an ultra boost up. Let's take a look. Let's see if they have the ultra boost running here. They do have 214 days of Ultra Boost. Okay, they've got lots of Ultra Boost. They get Ultra Boost for months. So yeah, again, that is the stats with the Ultra Boost up. So that's pretty good. You can see 272 army attack, 336 army defense, which is really high. That's reducing damage quite a bit, plus the 550. So you're taking a ton less damage from the rallies, and then obviously they've got enough attack to cap the rally as well. So that's also really helping out. So we'll go back into the accessories. You see they got every single type of blight ring: gold, purple, blue, green, and they got 3 of these, so you can use these for fake sets. The drums are obviously for cav blasts. They don't really need these vials anymore because they have the what's called these things. So I guess they'd use 1 vial along with a two cups as their infantry attack, and then I think that's pretty much. I mean, other than the other stuff, that's the only thing in the what's called accessories. Want to go boots? They have the Mythic Champion Strides, so you can see it has crazy amount of infantry attack, 76% on there. Plus it has good army attack and HP. Again, a lot of these champion pieces add army attack. That's why they're so good in mix sets, because obviously army attack goes across all yours. It does make your stats look a little lower, but that army attack usually makes up for that lack of what's it called? With like normal stats. So if you go into their normal stats again, sorry, I'm going to keep going back and forth here, but you take a look at these normal stats. A lot of people don't add army attack into there because I don't know. Let's 1 second. They do have a leader, right? Yeah, they got a 23% boost. So we'll keep that in mind when looking at their army attack stats. But you can see they got 540, 550, 237. So you're like, oh, their cav attack is slow low, but they have 272% army attack, so it does boost that up quite a bit. So you're looking at a much higher army attack just based on the stats and the hero and all that. So that's something you got to keep in mind, because if you have like 350% army attack and you have lower stats, you'd be like, oh, your stats are low, but not really, because you have an extra 100% army attack in your actual stats here. And that's what the champion piece is, plus like this gives 28% army attack. So this is actually, if you had this on, it would look like your stats are higher, but your army attack would be much lower, basically. So it doesn't really even out. It just makes your stats look lower than they really are, because this counts as what's called Cav stats are actually much higher just because of that army attack. Just throwing that out there, just when you're looking at this. So let's take a look at the other pieces they have. They do have the Dragon Talons at Mythic, Gold, and then all the way down to Green. So all of them. So if you want to make a nice mix or change up your fake set, that's a great way to do it. And I'll show you at the end, because it's really fun using this. And then Gargantuan Belts in there. And then they obviously have the Honeycomb Chaps there. You could also use that as a fake set, because I use that in one of my account's real sets, so that's not always a fake set piece. And then here we have the Champion Plate, another champion piece. And again, these champion plates are awesome because they reduce your total upkeep by 72.8%. So that means you could be food positive with like 1 billion troops. So it could actually knock your food upkeep. Let's see their food upkeep. I didn't even take a look. So yeah, you can see their hourly upkeep is 0. They have 18.8 million troops with 0 hourly upkeep. That is because of the what's called champion plate, and then you obviously throw on the where is it? Where's the reduced thing? Yeah, reduce upkeep by 50%. You could technically what's called keep that at the 25%, but then you still have like 5% upkeep, and if you don't have a bunch of farms here, which they don't, they're a wood hyper, so it's a little bit different. So that way, because I mean their food production is only 179,000, so they might still be food negative if they did pop the 50%, but if they had a bunch of farms there, they would actually be positive and wouldn't need the extra 50% boost, but they obviously want the wood a little bit more. So we'll take a look at the champion plate one more time. We also have the firewall plate. So if you're looking for more cav attack, the firewall plate's also another option. Obviously this plate gives 76% range attack, so it's a great piece, especially for blast. Also gives 50%, wait, I guess that's because the champion jewel, but usually really high army HP, so that's another boost about the champion plates. They give high army stats, army attack, army defense, what's called army HP. Yeah, you can see 59.5% army defense as well on this piece, so it is really good for defending. If you're not looking for, if you need a lot more attack and you're having a hard time capping, then yeah, you obviously need the attack, but if you're trying to reduce the damage from those tier 5 familiars, army defense and HP is also something you can look at. And again, that's how they have it set up here. They also have a gold firewall plate, a purple one, and a blue one. They also have the Terror Shield at gold, which would be used for infantry attack, especially once it gets to, I think it's actually better than a firewall plate at gold. Mythic firewall plate, the gold Terror Shield is better than the Mythic firewall plate for infantry attacks. We're talking about blast sets, not mix, by the way. And then they obviously have the other stuff as well. Then we'll take a look at the helmets. They have 2 helmets with full jewels here. Beast helm full jeweled, and then the Bumblebee helm. And I'm not sure why. I guess they want the infantry attack over the extra range attack. They obviously have enough range attack in their set already with the range plate, so that's why they're using the Beast Helm. But technically, the Bumblebee Helm has better stats than the Beast Helm. It's just missing the travel speed, but it has better army HP, better cav attack, and I think better, well, it doesn't have infantry attack, but so you're basically switching out the infantry attack for range, adding 7% cav attack, and adding 7% army HP. That's why the Bumblebee Helm is usually better in a mix set. But for them, they don't need the extra range attack, so they're sacrificing some army HP and some cav attack for that. So that's that. And then they also have the purple, blue, and green again, and a blue Beast Helm. They have the Wormbone Cronet, that's for their range attack set, and then I think that's everything other than the like training speed and stuff. So that's actually really nice as well. And then I went over the hand, so this is where we're going to start doing some what's called building. So we can actually just make our own fake set here. Like something like this would actually be like totally legit if you're looking at it. Let's see that, and then maybe throw in a purple scroll or something like that. And then we could even throw green. No, we'll throw green boots in there just for fun. Throw a we can even throw this one on here, this one, depends, whatever you want. And then whatever you want here, we could throw the blue one here or the green one. And then you can have your totally legit set. So that's a totally legit mix set. Maybe not 400 mil if you're a little bit smaller, but if you want to make it a little more legit, you could always just throw on a blue one here and maybe a blue one here, and this, you could throw that purple one on, and then that's totally legit, or you could change out this for this. It really depends what you want to do here. If you want to make it like, oh, maybe I'm even a little bit stronger, you throw the gold one on there or whatever. It really depends what you want. Or throw this one in there. Why not? We'll throw that one in there. There you go. That's a nice mix set. And that makes you look a little stronger, maybe a little more legit at 400 mil, but obviously nowhere near the actual worst set, which is the this one. So I'm going to keep this one on here so they don't lose all their food. But other than that, yeah, that's crazy sets there. I think that's everything I wanted to show you in the worsted. I will show the talents just because people always ask me talents. Talents is easy. You throw the army attack in here, you scroll down to the bottom, max out your health. They put defense, that's up to them. They actually don't have anything in their talents, right? So they're literally set up infantry range. But if you're going mix, normally if you have a legit mix set, you throw everything in the army squad, everything in the range, cav, infantry, and then you scroll down, put everything into your HP wherever it is. Squad health, and then you can basically do whatever you want after that. Just attack. That's all you need to do. But they're obviously just set up infantry range, and then that's basically their set here. So again, like I said, they could switch it out if they wanted. They could put their cav up higher. That's how they have their set up, and that's basically how it is. So we'll take a look at the familiars next, see what familiars they have. They do have the tier 5 familiars, if you guys are wondering. So they do have the Holy Terror maxed out. So they have that one on their wall. Actually, I'll just show you their wall before we go into the familiars, and then we can go back. So yeah, so they have the Holy Terror, they have the, what's called, this one boosts squad attack, that's the Pyrus, I'm pretty sure. And then that's the Griffin, that does the 200% boost when 10% of your troops have fallen. So that's their wall setup. They don't have pay-to-play heroes, by the way, on their wall. It's just free-to-play heroes, like most people would have. So they run the 2 army attacks with a range and 2, what's called, infantry. So they're running double range, double infantry with a Rose Knight leader. That makes sense for their gear and all that stuff and their setup. There's no point of having 2 cav heroes on your wall. You don't need the extra of what's called squad attack when you don't have that many troops in that squad. So that's perfectly set up there. Taking a look back at there. So we looked at the Bon Appetit again. If you're looking for where they get extra infantry attack, it is on the tier 5 familiar here. So they have that maxed out extra 10% army attack on there. Griffin here, this one is maxed out as well. So level 10, again, 200% when 10% of your has fallen. They do have the stacking ones maxed as well here. I think they have, then there's Pyrus here they have on their wall. That's the other stacking one. They don't have this one stacking. This is their cav. I can't remember which this is cav. Yeah, this is cav. So their cav is not quite there yet, but they do have the infantry range maxed out. Huey Hops here is at level 8. This is the one where it does like 150% 5 times, which is not the best for defending. You really want the one that does it all at once. When 4% of your troops have fallen, that's the best one to have because or otherwise it might not even proc when you're actually defending. And then they have the Jade Worm here, which if you guys are wondering, this is the one that gives the counter boost. So you can see their range and infantry counter is a little bit higher. We'll take a look at their stats again. We'll go quite down here. Right at the bottom here, infantry range counter boost, they have 42%. Ranged cav is 41, and then cav infantry is 33. Again, they don't really sit in cav, so it's not the most important thing. The range and infantry are the more important things. They are set up that way, so keep that in mind. And then the other ones, let's see, just other ones. So like those are the main familiars there. Again, they have the double infantry one, so if they have a pretty good infantry blast, I'm pretty sure looking at their gear, it's not set up here, but you could set up as pretty good, depending on what you're doing. If you're looking to attack, you can set up that way. But if you're looking for, like, say, just mixed defending, that's what they have it right now. Again, we'll look at their heroes. We'll take a look at that. So again, it's just a bunch of free-to-play heroes other than, I think, the big guy. But that's really easy to get. It's probably the easiest one to get with the packs. So they got the big guy. Witch Doll, these ones are coming up, but it doesn't look like they have anything close. The Chronicler is the other one that gives counter boost. So they have it at 3%, which is also really good. Again, that counter boost is really important. They have it maxed in their research. You already saw their counter boost, but if you guys are wondering, yes, it is maxed down here. So they have the 30% boost maxed. Again, these are very important. If you can get these, again, it's really expensive. It's like 5,600 tombs to get this. So if you're free to play, you probably won't get this. But if you're pay to play, this is actually really good if you're going to be a little bit higher might. If you're trying to be like super low, even if you're super low, this is very important. So never mind. Ignore what I said. Try to get those if possible. Again, they don't really have much monster hunting in here. It's just up to level, what is this, 3? Yeah, well, level 3. They don't have level 4 or anything like that. So very little might in there. Defense, they only had a little bit here. I guess they probably did that when they started the account. Upgrade defenses is nothing. Upgrade military is for the quick swaps and stuff like that. Army leadership, they did do that just for the wedges. And then take a look at military command. Again, they just did that for the Mythic breakthrough. What else research do they have? Wonder battles, nothing. Sigils, nothing. Familiar battles, I think they have 3 slots. Yeah, they unlock 3 there. Familiars, just the packs there to get those. And then gear, they have nothing. So they haven't done the tier 5 one or anything like that yet. So this account is mostly just defending. Plus you could actually do attacking as well. So it's a quite low might account. We'll take a look at the base might here. I think that's over here. So yeah, so they have 300 million in troops right now. So their base might is 130 mil. So it's mostly troops in this account. Research is low. Quests are quite, I wouldn't say quite low, but low enough. Let's say hero armies, familiars, player level. Can't really do much about player level. If you're level 60, you get 5.7. Everyone has that. So we'll take a look here. Yeah, they do have, like I said, they're set up as a hyper farm. They have 367, so they do have some, it's called manners and stuff for rebuilding troops. Again, sometimes it's better to have the manners and then you don't have to switch back because rallies are taking troop losses anyways, and at a certain point, having more Furbies isn't going to really help you at that point because you're going to be taking losses. Plus you have Sanctuary, so it does save some troops there anyway. So that's pretty much the account overview here. I think I kind of went over everything with the troops, the comp, their current setup heroes. Again, they did take 10 rallies on this account, leaderless, so they didn't even need this amazing gear, but they obviously could use it if they need it. So the comp is a lot of times the most important part, and then gear can come later, but if you have really good gear, then the comp isn't as important, but if you have both, then it's amazing. So that's kind of what this account has. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's really cool seeing accounts like this. If you guys have any accounts, like crazy accounts you want me to do an account review on, just message me online. I do have my line in the description down below. Again, if you guys want to join the 2 million gems giveaway, that will also be in the description down below. I think that's everything. I do not have any videos coming up till Monday. Might be Tuesday for you, depending on your time zone. For my time zone, I put out videos Monday to Friday, but if you're like later in the future, I say you're in the future because I'm like the last time zone. So when I'm releasing videos, sometimes it's Tuesdays for people, and I guess Tuesday to Saturday is when you get the videos. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and I'll see you guys in the next one.